Good evening from San Ignacio Town. With the 9 o'clock news, I am Patrick Jones. In the headlines, international and local organizations applaud government's move to ban offshore oil drilling near World Heritage sites. Regional Aviation Organization to help upgrade Belize's air traffic control system. And preparations continue for the first Andy Palacio Music Festival. Stay tuned for details of these and other stories coming up after these messages.
Are you always on the go? Tired of missing your favorite games while they're actually being played? Watch your games and sporting events live with Central TV and Internet's incredible MyTV. Simply log on to www.mitv.bz to get easy access to 25 channels, no matter where you are. With Central TV and Internet's MyTV, you're always in the game.
The Belize Tire Depot, your one-stop destination. What you will find is a first-class selection of solid, dependable, quality products from the names you can trust. We carry a full line of urea and SureTech tools and equipment to meet every need, from light maintenance around the house to heavy-duty fieldwork. Our tire workshop features the full array of Pirelli, Nexen, and Nankang tires for every vehicle and any terrain. Our trained technicians' #1 priority is to ensure you and your family's safety and security on the road. It's all here at the Belize Tire Depot. From reliable equipment, world-class time-tested tires, to sturdy, durable tools. Merchandise that's built to last with quality guaranteed.
The first Noel, the angel did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay, in fields where they lay keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel. They looked up and saw a star shining in the east.
Here now is the news in details. The news of government's decision to ban offshore oil exploration near the Belize Barrier Reef System and the corresponding World Heritage sites has been welcomed by organizations locally and internationally. On the local front, Oceana Belize issued a statement today applauding the announcement to ban offshore oil exploration along the Belize Barrier Reef System and within the country's 7 World Heritage sites. The statement goes on to say, and we quote, "With a moratorium on all offshore oil activity in Belizean waters already in place, this move represents a tremendous step forward for Belize and her people. As for the foreseeable future, Belize's entire marine area is protected from the inherent hazards of offshore oil." End of quote. Oceana Belize says that the cabinet decision that was taken on Tuesday reflects a recognition of what the people of Belize have been asking for years: the protection of job security, food security, and cultural identity. Vice President of Oceana Belize, Janelle Chanona, says, and we quote, "This progress should be seen as a major accomplishment by and for the people of Belize." End of quote. The statement goes on to say that Oceana Belize looks forward to reviewing the details of the Barrow administration's plans, especially as it relates to the status of 2 marine protected areas not named in the release, those being the Turnef Marine Reserve and the Port Honduras Marine Reserve. Meanwhile, the Oceana Belize executive says that she is looking forward to her organization's contribution towards the efforts of the Ministry of Petroleum's mandate to create stringent environmental mechanisms and strengthen existing frameworks to ensure that if the moratorium is ever lifted, Belize's marine resources will be protected. Belizeans must remain active and proactive in this process. That is the only way we can determine the future of the people and places that make us who we are, ends the Oceana Belize press release. From beyond our borders, the cabinet decision has also been praised by the United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, and the World Wildlife Fund. The WWF in its statement says that the Belize government's decision is, quote, "an important step in the right direction to protect Belize's reef from the threat of oil, but it doesn't remove that threat entirely. We know that any oil spill within Belize's waters would have a devastating effect on the reef, including the Barrier Reef System World Heritage Site," end of quote. The WWF went on to call for a permanent moratorium or a complete ban on offshore oil exploration and drilling in Belize. The statement says, and we quote, "If the current moratorium is lifted, it must be informed by strong science, social, and environmental impact assessments, an oil contingency response plan, and overall agreement from the Belizean public," end of quote. Mesoamerican reef scientist at the WWF, Nadia Bud, is quoted as saying that more also needs to be done to address unsustainable coastal projects that can negatively affect the reef if it has to continue to provide for the long-term economic and environmental prosperity of Belize and Belizeans, end of quote. Over the years, the WWF says that it has collaborated with the government and private sector to realize a number of conservation achievements in Belize. To this end, the WWF official says that the reef is important to Belize's sociocultural and national economic well-being, with many local livelihoods tied to its goods and services. Therefore, safeguarding it should be a national priority, according to the WWF. For its part, UNESCO in its public statement says that Tuesday's decision by the Barrow administration is a major first step forward in the government's efforts to remove Belize Barrier Reef from the list of World Heritage in danger. The UNESCO statement says that following a World Heritage Commission mission to Belize last January, the government of Belize agreed on an ambitious 3-year roadmap that sets out a desired state of conservation for removal of the site from the list of World Heritage in danger. UNESCO says that a permanent ban on oil in the World Heritage Area and its surrounding zones with a functional ecological connection to the property is anticipated by the end of January 2016. In 2010, the World Heritage Center expressed serious concern about the potential for oil developments within and immediately adjacent to the iconic World Heritage Site, the Belize Barrier Reef System. The World Heritage Committee has taken a very clear position that oil and mining exploration and exploitation are incompatible with World Heritage status. The UNESCO statement ends by saying that starting on December 8th and continuing through to December 15th, World Heritage Center staff will be in Belize to discuss next steps toward the full implementation of the desired state of conservation that would make Belize eligible for removal from the list of World Heritage in danger. The government of Belize will get assistance from the Regional Civil Aviation Organization, COSESNA, to upgrade the country's air traffic control system. A contract between Belize's Civil Aviation Department and COSESNA was signed this morning, paving the way for a $12 million investment in improving Belize's air navigation sector. Executive Director of COSESNA, who signed the contract agreement on behalf of his organization, told reporters that the organization is happy to be assisting Belize in this way, as air traffic is an integral part of the country's economy. You're watching the 9 o'clock news. We will have more of the day's stories for you right after these messages. More vehicle owners are switching to the PureGuard line of motor oils, and with good reason. PureGuard comes in different grades and specifications. It carries the API certification and comes with the Westrack stamp of approval, guaranteed to make your engine run cleaner and longer, up to 10,000 miles. With PureGuard motor oil, your engine will have less wear and tear, give you maximum performance on the road, and give your vehicle better fuel mileage.
PureGuard, good quality, affordable oil.
Distributed exclusively by Westrack Limited, with branches in Spanish Lookout, Belmopan, Belize City, and Orange Walk Town.
Are you always on the go? Tired of missing your favorite games while they're actually being played? Watch your games and sporting events live with Central TV and Internet's incredible MyTV. Simply log on to www.mitv.bz to get easy access to 25 channels, no matter where you are. With Central TV and Internet's MyTV, you're always in the game.
Welcome back to the 9 o'clock news. The Ministry of Agriculture is getting assistance from the Republic of China, Taiwan to develop Belize's sheep and goat livestock. A memorandum of understanding was signed today in Belmopan by Minister of Agriculture Gaspar Vega and Ambassador Benjamin Ho. The project will cost $1.6 million and Taiwan has agreed to contribute $1.2 million. The government of Belize will provide counterpart funding of $350,000. According to a government press release, the project seeks to improve and develop the genetic bloodlines of both the sheep and goat livestock through natural breeding and an artificial insemination program. The main objectives to be accomplished through the project are improvement and development of the National Small Ruminant Center at Central Farm, introduction of quality breeding stocks, and renew breeding stock so as to improve the productivity of stock and the capacity building and technical training of the ministry's livestock and technicians and officers and the small ruminant producers in Belize, including the establishment of a traceability registry for the herd. The official release says that sheep and goat production has tremendous growth opportunity on the national market, but also on the regional export market. The project will complement other ongoing initiatives and place the industry on a firm footing for development. In particular, the traceability registry component will provide the base on which an export market could develop. Police are reporting the discovery of just over 2 pounds of marijuana in an operation on Tuesday morning in Roaring Creek Village. Members of the Special Branch Tactical Response Squad conducted searches in 2 abandoned lots in Roaring Creek, which led to the discovery of 2 black plastic bags containing a combined 1,135 grams of marijuana. That converts to 2.5 pounds. Police say no one was in the area at the time of the search and discovery, so the marijuana was labeled and deposited as found property. Preparations continue for the first Andy Palacio Music Festival. The event is scheduled for this Saturday in Palacio's hometown of Barranco in the Toledo district. Activities leading up to Saturday's music festival started today with a Mass of Thanksgiving on Andy Palacio's birthday. Mass was celebrated at various Roman Catholic churches in Punta Gorda, Hopkins, St. Bite, Belmopan, and Belize City. Andy Palacio died on January 19, 2008, 3 days after falling ill at his home in San Ignacio town. He was appointed as Belize's cultural ambassador in 2004 and released his last studio album titled Watina in 2007. This weekend's Andy Palacio Music Festival will feature a high-powered lineup of performers and artists including the Garifuna Collective, Lloyd Augustine, Titiman Flores, Sofia Blanco, the Waguirele drummers, Francisco Chico Marcial, the World Culture Band, and others. The festival gets underway at 2 o'clock on Saturday afternoon and wraps up around 10 o'clock the same night. It is sponsored by the Wagia Foundation and the Andy Palacio Foundation. The news on the National Channel.
Are you always on the go? Tired of missing your favorite games while they're actually being played? Watch your games and sporting events live with Central TV and Internet's incredible MyTV. Simply log on to www.mitv.bz to get easy access to 25 channels, no matter where you are. With Central TV and Internet's MyTV, you're always in the game.
More vehicle owners are switching to the PureGuard line of motor oils, and with good reason. PureGuard comes in different grades and specifications. It carries the API certification and comes with the Westrack stamp of approval, guaranteed to make your engine run cleaner and longer, up to 10,000 miles. With PureGuard motor oil, your engine will have less wear and tear, give you maximum performance on the road, and give your vehicle better fuel mileage.
PureGuard, good quality, affordable oil.
Distributed exclusively by Westrack Limited, with branches in Spanish Lookout, Belmopan, Belize City, and Orange Walk Town.
The first Noel, the angel did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay, in fields where they lay keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel. They looked up and saw a star shining in the east.
The final segment of the news tonight is a look at the weather. It shows that moisture is increasing over our area. As a result, the general forecast is for an increase in cloudiness, showers, and periods of rain. The increase will begin first along the coast tonight and then spread to most areas of the country tomorrow. Winds over the open sea and along the coast will be northerly to northwesterly at 5 to 15 knots. The sea state will be light chop to choppy. Low temperatures tonight will be around 75 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 70 degrees Fahrenheit inland, and 68 degrees Fahrenheit up in the hills. High temperatures on Thursday will range from 83 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast to 86 degrees Fahrenheit inland. It will be a comfortable 72 degrees Fahrenheit up at the exposed areas of the mountain Pine Ridge and along the Maya Mountains in the south. The tides. A low tide is now occurring. This will be followed by a high tide at 14 minutes to 3 o'clock in the morning. The sun rises at 8 minutes past 6 o'clock on Thursday morning. It sets at 17 minutes past 5 o'clock tomorrow evening. The extended forecast, valid through to Friday afternoon, is for cloudy skies with a further increase in showers and periods of rain, especially along the coast. And that is a look at the weather with information provided by forecaster Francisca Wellington at the Belize Weather Bureau. To summarize the news, here are the main points again. International and local organizations applaud government's move to ban offshore oil drilling near World Heritage sites. Regional Aviation Organization to help upgrade Belize's air traffic control system. And preparations continue for the first Andy Palacio Music Festival. With the headlines, we end this edition of the 9 o'clock news. Thank you for joining us. I am Patrick Jones. Have a good evening and a good night.